Brisbane is about to shake.
Arnie in the pale blue suit, gathering some water on her to get her wet before she runs on the blocks.
A hush comes over the crowd. The anticipation is palpable.
Take your marks.
One of the most talented fields assembled ever in Australian swimming. The 200 freestyle final for women is underway.
And straight up, Molly O'Callaghan, straight out with the skills, underwater, took to the advantage that she has when she does her start, her turns. Expect that throughout the whole race. Ariane has had to match it in the swimming component down these first 50 metres.
Shayna Jack started very strongly out in lane 7, looking to take this race from the front. She turns ahead of Molly O'Callaghan and Ariane Titmus.
Well, they're under world record pace by a big way so far, 0.69 under Molly's world record.
So when you're going out like this, you're starting to draw people into the way that you want to do this race, not like how someone else wants to do it. They've taken the lead, they've grasped it, they want to swim, they want to get there.
So let's go back to that World Championship final. Now, this is how Arnie and Molly swam it exact in replica.
Wow.
Arnie taking it out hard. She's 0.81 under world record pace. She took it out hard in Fukuoka, and then we saw Molly make a move.
This is what you don't expect. When you see someone that's a distance background, you expect them to be home that second part of the race. Molly O'Callaghan still had something left that last 50 metres. This turn is critical. This turn will decide who wins this race.
The world record's under siege in the first race. Ariane and Molly neck and neck. They turn for the final lap. They're 0.79 under world time. Titmus in and out of the wall. Molly's right next to her. This is anyone's race. What a duel.
Oh my goodness.
25 metres to swim. O'Callaghan maybe just. Titmus coming back. There's nothing between them. The world record's going to be shot to bits. Titmus versus O'Callaghan. It is nothing between them at all. The Olympic champ reigns supreme and breaks the world record.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. That was right out of the box. One of the greatest races of all time. And Ariane's got the world record back. Bring on spirit. And the coach, Dean Boxall, he coaches the first 3 on the wall. How about that?
I am speechless. I am speechless. 0.62 off the world record that was only broken last year.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together one more time for our newest world record holder, Ariane Titmus. I think you have left everybody speechless. I can see your parents in the front row here. Walk us through what that race was like. 0.6 off our world record swim.
I don't know, I just think that this field is so hotly contested. You know, for even Molly and I think we have to really put our best foot forward to make the team for this relay, and looking at the results, that's unbelievable. So I'm just really happy to finally produce a swim in the 200 that I feel like my training reflects. But I think just the field that we have is why we're swimming so fast. We push each other every day. To have 5 girls under Dean in that final is unbelievable, and it's a credit to him and the program.
Absolutely. Now, Molly, incredible race by yourself. You and Arnie were pushing each other all the way to the end, and Arnie just mentioned there are 5 St. Peter's Western athletes in this final tonight. What's it like to train with some of the best 200-metre freestylers in the world in your own backyard?
I think it's amazing, you know, it pushes us we push each other to the best of our limits, you know, example Arnie just said, and the other girls in this relay, so it really shows how hard we train.
I might just add that you also broke the world record. So ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for Molly O'Callaghan as well. Now Molly, you and I spoke on pool deck yesterday. You said you're incredibly nervous for this event. As you become more and more experienced as an athlete, how are you managing those nerves? Are you really starting to lean into them?
Oh, look, I'm not really experienced just yet. You know, I'm still learning. I'm still really getting used to this 200-metre freestyle. It's a very difficult event to get your head around. But yeah, like this morning, last night, I couldn't really sleep. So, especially after that 100 backstroke, I felt quite taxed. But like the past few days, I've just been getting eaten up by nerves.
Now, one thing that you both can't see when you're racing in the pool is your coach, Dean Boxall, and what his reaction's like. If you look at the monitor now, we'd like to show you a little bit of your coach, Dean Boxall. You mentioned how special your relationship with Dean is. What does it mean to you to have a coach that shares just as much passion? He may show it in a different way to you, but just as much passion as you in the pool.
Well, I think when you've got someone like that in your corner, you beat everyone. So he has the most passion and most pride to be a part of this swim team. And you know, I've been with Dean since I was 15. I've basically grown up alongside him. He's more than just my coach, he's my best friend basically, so it's pretty cool to have him along the journey and for him to show his passion like that. That's exactly who he is. He's not putting it on. But yeah, I feel really special to have him as my coach.
And Molly, would you like to send a message to Dean?
Oh, I think he's an absolute amazing coach. You know, we wouldn't get to the stage without him. He puts a lot of work into us and he really lives out his dreams through us. So it's amazing to have him on our side. And, you know, we haven't got this far with, you know, it's very hard to explain, but it's nice to have him in our corner and training us.
Absolutely, and as athletes, you know, we always are celebrating the team behind the team. A big part of our team is the parents, and I mentioned Arnie, I saw your parents in the front row here. I'd just like to show you a little bit about what they were experiencing through the race, watching their daughter storming down the pool towards a brand new world record swim. Incredibly proud. I think they have another one for the memory books.
Away in the final of the men's multi-class 200 metres individual medley, Brendan Hall, top of screen, lane number 1, alongside Declan Butt in 2, Hodge in 3, Ricky Beater really fast in the heats today in lane number 4, Schluter in 5, Pearce in 6, Gould in 7, and Ongles in lane number 8.
Ricky Beater, quick off the blocks, and some great underwater work to be able to emerge ahead of the rest of the field. However, keep your eye on lane 3 with Timothy Hodge as they enter the backstroke leg. Backstroke is Timothy Hodge's strongest stroke out of all 4 strokes.
And he was under world record pace after the opening 50 metres, and his backstroke this morning was his fastest leg. So in lane number 3, third in the pool right now in this multi-class final, Tim Hodge is on world record pace. We'll see how he turns at the halfway mark. 1:02.01 is his world record split from the Gold Coast last year. He's now second in the pool behind Beater, who will turn in front here. And he's way inside at Hodge. 1:01.26. He's 3/4 of a second under world record pace.
Timothy Hodge, 3/4 of a second under world record pace. You can tell that he's giving it a good crack. He's got a nice high stroke rate and he doesn't look like he's slowing down anytime soon. He's starting to close distance on Ricky Beater and knows that that world record isn't within hands reach. We may see another world record after Ariane Titmus's 200-metre freestyle world record in the last events.
So Ricky Beater in the SM14 classification going along beautifully in front. He'll turn in front in the pool. We'll check the split again for Hodge, 1:40.50. He swam last year. He's under it still. Can he bring it home in the freestyle leg for another world record here?
Timothy Hodge giving everything that he can. 0.4 under the world record at the 150-metre turn. He knows that he can get there if he can just keep his stroke rate up. He's breathing away from Ricky Beater now. It's his own race. 15 metres heading into the wall.
2:12.06 is the world record time for Tim Hodge. Beater will touch the wall first. What can Hodge do? Does he get the world record? We check the time. He's got it by 3/100ths of a second. Tim Hodge, another world record. Back-to-back world marks here at Chandler on night 3.
herself in a very good position heading into Paris.
Timothy Hodge, off to your third Paralympics. World record holder again.
Cheers, thank you. Thanks, everyone. What a race. Came in tonight with not really much of a focus on the overall time, more of a focus on just execution, race plan, things like that. And to come away with a world record tonight is icing on the cake.
That's the 4th time you've broken that world record. Silver medalist, bronze medalist. How strong is the goal to go that one better and the gold in Paris this time around?
For me, it's everything. It's all I've been working towards my whole career. It's the only thing that I've unfortunately missing from my trophy cabinet, if you want to call it that. But it's just the ultimate achievement that I've been chasing all my life. And fingers crossed, come Paris, I'll be ready and willing to get it, and just have to give it my best in the pool and see where the results fall.
Well, that's the difference this time around, because you're going to Paris as the world record holder.
Yeah, definitely. Being the world record holder and the world champion from the previous year, it's kind of puts a target on your back. But at the end of the day, whether you're world record holder or second or third place, the competition's always going to be the same. It's all about being confident in yourself and always bringing it back to yourself, because at the end of the day, you're the only one who can decide your race and your time, and it's just give it your best and everything will fall into place.
Absolutely, we are so proud of you. Congratulations. And we've got 2 other qualifying teammates from this time tonight. Cole Pearce, congratulations to you. Another Paralympic berth, well done.
Thank you, it feels good. I had a bit of a shocking swim yesterday, so to walk away qualifying for Paris this year, it feels good.
Absolutely. Well, qualifying time tonight, that's what you needed. Well done. On to you. Well done and good luck in Paris. Ricky, to you as well. Qualifying time tonight. You're off to Paris?
Yep. Yeah, I am.
Yes? Yeah. Pretty excited?
Yeah, I'm pretty excited for it.
It was a great swim tonight. Congratulations, Ricky. Tim, one more for you. Your parents are here. They're in the crowd. How would they be feeling right now?
My dad's here. I imagine he'd be over the moon. There's been very few times that he's been able to watch me swim a race like that and break a world record in person. So I imagine him being here tonight is just hopefully one of the best feelings of his life, be able to watch his son race and do well. And I know my mum's back home watching her. I'm sure she's sitting on the lounge just overjoyed, and they've really been the people who've put me where I am today from when I was a young kid, and all the early morning trainings they've driven me to, and even having my foot amputated at 4.5, they were the ones who made that hard decision. And I'd like to say that everything's paid off, and they've made me who I am.
Well, they might have some words themselves, because Roz is in the crowd.
Jasmine Greenwood.
One of 2 SM10 competitors here alongside Price in lane number 3, and Greenwood being steady on the blocks here. So away we go in the final of the women's multi-class 200 metres IM after a world record in the men's event a moment ago from Tim Hodge, and it's Greenwood up, leading by half a body length already.
We'd expect Jasmine Greenwood to be out quickly, as butterfly is also one of her main events. She's an excellent butterflyer and a backstroker as well. She's looking comfortable, taking the race out well. Qualifying time 2:33.32. She comes into the wall for a 50-metre butterfly turn.
Stunned herself with her time in the 100 fly last night when she hit the wall. She turns in 31.96 here and turns into the backstroke leg now. Brazizi, a teenager on the rise, the 17-year-old from PLC Sydney, able to turn in second.
Zizi, an all-round athlete, as she's also an accomplished cross-country runner, as well as competing in athletics, and now in contention for our Australian Paralympic team tonight.
And the club captain from the Hornsby Swim Club, Maddie Hines, moving along nicely in lane number 6, up into 3rd in the pool, and being tracked by Jasmine Fulgrave, who's having a really nice meet, the teenager out of Adelaide. But it's Greenwood who turned in front at the halfway mark into the breaststroke leg and looking very comfortable.
She is looking comfortable. Jasmine Greenwood is an athlete that works very hard to swim through process alongside her coach, Marty Roberts. We would have given her plenty of feedback after this morning's swim on what she needed to do to be able to return back for her final this evening and swim underneath that qualifying time of 2:33.32. Jasmine Greenwood looking very comfortable.
Look at Brazzi make up the ground in the breaststroke leg. Couldn't be more impressive here in the SM14 classification from Ashfield in Sydney. And she'll turn behind Greenwood by less than 2 seconds into the freestyle leg.
Brazzi having a brilliant race this evening. This 200-metre IM is her first appearance, and she is an up-and-coming Paralympic athlete in the SM14 class.
So Greenwood, about 3 body lengths clear here, bringing it home again. Can she get that qualifying time? She'll be in Paris regardless, but she wants to make a statement here. 2:33.32, the qualifying time, and just outside, but still very impressive from Jazz Greenwood. And well done, Steph Brazzi. Time of 2:37.09 for the teenager from Sydney.
Amelia Springett-Kelly coming down the pool now for her last leg of the individual medley, swimming in the SM6 category. So para swimming is open to athletes from 3 different types of impairment groups. Physical impairment categories range from S1 to S10. A lower number indicates an impairment that more severely impacts the swimmer.
She won the 200 IM at the Age Championships last year in the 14, 15-year-old category. Now on the senior stage, being roared home here, Amelie Springett-Kelly in a time of 3:22.14.
Oh, Jazz, that was a tough one tonight, wasn't it? That hurt.
Yeah, it hurts. But no, it was good. It was better than this morning. I'm happy with it. Yeah.
Just outside qualifying time, but we know you're already on the plane to Paris, so still trying to target this event?
Yeah, I am actually. Well, not really. Haven't actually been training for this, but to be only 0.3 off the time in an event that I don't really train too much for, can't complain. Pretty happy.
I think you should add it to your program in Paris. Let's see how we go. Any more to come this week?
Yeah, I've got the 100 back on day 5, so hopefully that'll be a good one too.
I can see a few events looming for you in Paris. Well done tonight, Jazz. Good luck.
Thank you.
Which was owned by Grant Hackett.
Good going.
Fair record to break.
Of course, the 800 freestyle back part of the Olympic program. Short and Winnington eyeing potential gold.
Take your marks.
Good start, Winnington, who's come up narrowly ahead of the field. In fact, he's been fierce off the blocks in all of his swims so far this week, Gio.
This could be one of Sam Short's greatest challenges. I just watched him get up on the block when the starter called the whistle, and he had a little stumble. It was almost like his leg wasn't holding him strongly as he stood up on the block. So we know that he's had an issue with gastro this week. 2 big 400s on night 1, pulled out of the 200, knowing that he's already on the team, knowing that he's also got an 800 and a 1500 left for the rest of the week. So let's just keep our eye on Sam Short. This could be one of the greatest performances if he can do something extraordinary in this 800 tonight.
Do you feel this is where he's effective, Ian, from 800 to 15? And I'm conscious he's the world champ, of course, in the 400 from Fukuoka, but he's spoken openly about his affection for these distance races, and I know the 1500 would mean the world to him if he could win gold in Paris.
Everyone's happy with the gold in any event.
Yeah.
We'll go with that as well. But for Sam, he's done the training, but he can also do a shorter events. He has a respect and knowledge of what has happened in all of these events for Australia. The 2 most successful events that we've had in Australian swimming history, the 1500, then the 400 metres freestyle. Sam Short wants to be able to cover both of them, but he's up against Elijah Winnington. So these 2 swimmers are drawing the best out of each other.
So if there's a chink in Sam Short, which coming on the midway point of the race, it doesn't appear to be at the moment. In fact, he's cut into that lead that Winnington had established. Matt Galea He's staying within touch, a couple of body lengths away.
It's a great swim from McAleer as well.
So this is where we'll start to see tactics come into play as well, because we know that both Elijah and Sam breathe to the right. So heading down the pool, Elijah's gaining ground on Sam, and then when Sam is watching Elijah coming back towards home, he garners a little bit of pace. So that's Sam's race in the last 50. If he's within contention, he's watching Elijah the whole way home.
To what they were in the 400 metres freestyle. Sam is anticipating what Elijah Winnington's going to do in the last 200 metres. To set yourself up for the 200, you need to be going now to prepare into the wall. So in that last 100 metres, from the 500 to the 600 metres, Sam's tried to almost know how Elijah's likely to return in the last 200. He doesn't want it to come down to a sprint again. He wants to draw a little bit of distance each lap.
And Winnington has kicked. Winnington has powered past Sam Short, maybe a little bit extra in the tank. Sam's been struggling with that stomach issue. We know he's a fighter. He's got a little margin to make up inside the last 50. The crowd are reveling in this amazing racing tonight, but gee, Winnington looks strong. 30 metres to swim. He's pulled ahead by half a body length. Short's digging in. I don't think he's going to pull the margin back. Gee, Elijah's having a great week. Winnington, with 10 metres to go, he's going to take out the 4 and the 8. He's already on the plane to Paris, and he's a gold medal chance. Sam Short in second, a couple of seconds behind. Gee, Elijah burned through that last 100. That was ultra impressive.
So Elijah Winnington was able to sneak in just under that qualifying time, that very high standard that is set by Swimming Australia. Sam Short just outside of it by about 0.7 of a second. That close over an 800. I mean, that was beautifully timed by Elijah Winnington, knowing that Sam would be breathing to the other side, the ability to be able to sneak up on him, have something in that last 50 metres, the last 100 metres, the last 200 metres of the 800.
Elijah Winnington, another qualifying time, booking your ticket to Paris in the 800. Are you looking forward to racing this event over in Paris?
Yeah, definitely. That's probably not as fast as I've been before and wanted to go, but I didn't want to peak here. I want to peak in 6 weeks' time. So, I mean, it's good to go under the qualifying time because that's what's top 8 in the world, so I'll have to do that in the heat in Paris.
Now, it's understandable you may not have gone as fast as you'd like to because you've had a huge program at this competition. You've had the 400 on day one, the 200 yesterday, the 800 today, and the 100 metres tomorrow. How's your body holding up? Yeah, it's good. I mean, we're supreme athletes. This is what we train for. Yeah, it's good. It's good to race. My program's very much like this in Paris. So, I mean, you've got no choice. You just got to knuckle down and get up, do with the job. Certainly. Now, let's speak about racing Sam Short. It seems that you two love to play cat and mouse with each other. And I know training for distance, it can sometimes be lonely at the training pool. What's it like to be able to get into a competition pool and have someone at your pace pushing you every single stroke? Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, the 800, I've got maybe a little bit more speed than Sam, so I just try and take it out and see what sticks. I think I probably overrated and overkicked in the first 50. I was a bit excited, and that cost me at the 400. I was turning at 400 thinking, holy, I don't think I'm going to be able to finish. So I was able to consolidate pretty well for the next 250 metres and build the last little bit. All right, well, I'll let you get to bed. You've got a big 100 tomorrow. All the best. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Cam McAvoy has the chance in all of these swimmers. Australia has never won a medal in this event at the Olympic Games, which is really, it's quite surprising. It's a very specific event, 50-metre specialists. This is what they do. It's a struggle to then stretch to 100 metres. Some can come down to try and do it, but there's real specialists in this race. Only 2 people in the world have ever been under the 22-second mark.
Gary Hall Jr. and Anthony Irvin dead heated in 2000. Irvin came back to win it in 2016, and Alex Popov is a dual winner as well.
I should have said the 21-second mark, 22, they all can get to there. But brilliant performances. There's not many that can continue with this. But this is the start. This is who we're waiting for. Cam McAvoy, innovative approach to how he swims. I think he's one of the few athletes in the world that can train that way.
Here's Isaac Cooper. He's from Bundaberg. There's a bit of origin mentality about him. He says, you don't just jump into the 50 and do well, speaking about Kyle Chalmers. I've been training for this for a long time. If anyone's walking into this competition to think it's going to be handed to them, they've got another thing coming. He's laying down the law, Isaac Cooper. He's got McAvoy on one side. He's got his new training partner, Kyle Chalmers, on the other, and William Yang to swim from lane 1.
Kyle Chalmers really knows how to own the arena. He started in the marshalling area. He was posturing before this race. He's setting himself up. See what he can do in this. Kyle Chalmers wants his opportunity in this race, but this will be fast.
Well, McAvoy looked bomb-proof this morning. This is a race for the Alphas. 30 years of age, just a remarkable turnaround in the trajectory of Cam McAvoy's career. And a 4th Olympics could be 50 metres away. Something special about the out-and-out sprints. We're about to see magic.
Take your marks.
He got away well, McAvoy. He's dynamite off the blocks. Cooper on his inside in the yellow cap. Chalmers lane 2. McAvoy's up and hiking. Cooper can't keep pace with him. It's McAvoy's to lose from here. It's a great swim from the world champ. He's going to a 4th Games at the age of 30. Ken McAvoy has blown them away. Armbruster, what a swim for second. 21.84, not far behind. And Isaac Cooper has broken 22 seconds as well. Fucking go!
Some excited swimmers here. Cam McAvoy, he had this race from the 20-metre mark. It was very clear that he would be able to dominate and be able to get to the water. He planes in an entirely different way to the other swimmers. I'm talking about the position that he sits on the water and the way that the water moves around him. It's incredible to watch. It's a joy to watch.
Interesting that our last medal in this event in the Olympics was a bronze medal to Justin Norris in 2000, and Norrie is in the celebrity race a bit later.
Take your marks.
This will be one of the feature events at the forthcoming Paris Games, where the local champion, Leon Marchand, will be taking on the world record holder, Christoph Milak, the Hungarian superstar. So it's a good start for out of lane 5, Ruan van der Riet in Western Australia. Moved to the Sunshine Coast to train with Mick Palfrey.
Tight on the turns through the middle of the goal.
So Harrison Turner from Nudgee College here in Queensland turned at the head of the field. But the proven performer, Bowen Goff, 26 years of age in lane 4, has pulled his way to the front, and on times he's realistically the only swimmer who would be some chance at getting that qualifying time, which is a very imposing mark.
The expectation is to be able to find it. You can see here, Goff being able to hold this. You see his lats splaying out here in the underwater shot. That's him catching the water at the front. He's got to hold on here.
Harrison Turner just made a bit of a move at that halfway mark, lifted the stroke rate slightly. He's in lane 6. Watch for him. He's having a great battle with Ruan van der Riet in lane 5 next to him, but can Bowen Goff hold on? We're starting to see it fatiguing a little bit within the stroke. It doesn't have the same height coming out of the water. Bring it home, Bowen. Produce this time.
Well, the gap's actually just closed between Goff in lane 4 and Turner in lane 6. Goff pulling away now with the final 20 metres to swim. He's right on qualifying time. Bowen Goff needs to dig deep. The line is just getting away from him here. He's given everything, Bowen Goff, but he's a comfortable winner in the end. He beats Harrison Turner. And Johan van der Riet.
So 156.18 for Bowen Goff. Qualifying time of 154.97, so slightly slower than this morning's heat swim. You just saw the pressure come into him in that last 25, didn't you? And you wanted it so badly for him, but...
When you see that reality on his face, he knows that his fate is in the selector's hand.
Bowen Goff, we know that is one of the most grueling events on the calendar. What's going through your mind?
I'd be lying to you if I said I wasn't disappointed. I mean, unfortunately, there's some hard luck stories in swimming sometimes. It's a bit unfortunate I've been on the wrong end more than most, but I'm proud of everything I put into that, every lap in training. I couldn't have done anything more in training or in the lead up to this, so I'm proud of myself.
That's certainly true. Now, we all know just how difficult this qualifying time in particular was. In fact, only 7 athletes around the whole world have been able to swim underneath that qualifying time. What was going through your mind when you saw the qualifying time that Swimming Australia set for this Paris Olympic team?
I knew it was hard. I knew it's... like, I think only one Australian has ever gone faster than that, so... But I knew from a long way away what the time was, and... I mean, I gave it my best shot, and I'm sorry, I wish I had more words, but yeah, I tried my best.
Now, you train in a pretty star-studded field at Griffith with Coach Michael Boll. I've seen all across social media just how incredibly close your squad is. What does it mean to you to be able to have athletes who are going to be there for you after a moment like this?
It means a lot. I've learnt more than I ever could have imagined when I moved up to Queensland to train with them, and they inspired me to be a better swimmer and to be a better person and friend. There are a bunch of them in the crowd tonight, and I could hear them cheering, and that meant a lot. And I also, just before I started talking, want to thank Mum and Dad who made the trip up today and who would drive me an hour and a half each way as a junior to training, and I just hope I made you proud.
Bowen Goff, we're all incredibly proud of you. I know that you dug really deep for that, and we're all going to be feeling for you tonight. All the best for your 100 fly.
Thank you very much. Thanks, everyone.